All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back with game number 2 of this series between Aware Gaming and Gabe, please, in the joinDOTA League Season 2, Europe Division 2. Well, Gabe, please looked really, really strong in that last game, playing a pick-and-push style to perfection to take it off of Aware Gaming, and, well, they could not quite find the picks themselves. Too many C's in that sentence. But anyway, we've seen our first set of bans, first pick on the way, but it's going to be a tree. But before they pick more heroes, maybe I'll be able to introduce my co-caster. With me again is Couture. Last game was pretty fun to watch, don't you think?
Yeah, it most certainly was. And actually, I mean, of course I don't know anything about Gabe all that much, but I was thinking that Aware is going to win this, but of course, was not to be. But this game around, it should be different already with the first pick being the tree end. So I mean, getting those towers down, it's going to be annoying. And of course, even the early kills, they're going to be pretty hard, but Aware looks like they want to go for some team fight, at least with the first pick being the Darks here. And well, Sand King as well. That's an awesome combo.
The Wombo combo is already strong. Vacuum Burrow Strike is, especially into an epicenter, is one of the best ways to start a fight, probably in the game, that you can do decently reliably on a fairly short cooldown. It's a combo you can do pretty much any time without the epi if you want to. And well, Tree and Protector may have wanted, Gabe Police may have wanted the Darks here as well, but their EG draft will be denied by Aware Gaming, unfortunately. But yeah, Darkseer here we've seen a lot of lately. It can be pretty underwhelming. Some games I was casting with Roxas before this. Speaking of, he's back on as our stats man again, so thanks for doing that, Travis. Had some good stats in that last game. Doing great so far, but we saw a really, really kind of useless Darkseer. If he doesn't get off to a decent start, or he like doesn't have, he felt like he lacked a purpose in life, because a different hero built the mech, and Darkseer was just kind of like existing. He farmed a quick pipe, which is alright, but it just like did nothing the entire game. But we see a Morphling, in addition to the Tree and Protector, a hero we've seen a lot more of lately, and something they could pair a Wisp with if they want to, but we'll see. It's a strong hero irregardless, but Tree and Protector and Morphling, it's one way to protect the Morphling as well with the Tree and Protector. It's a bit of a, not the best laner in the world in some situations, but with the Tree and Protector it certainly helps out quite a bit.
Yeah, the IO actually could be pretty damn strong with the Morphling and the Tree and Protector, like I talked about as well. Just keeping them alive, and even the regeneration of the living armor, it's not that massive. But if you can divide it, or not divide it even, but just provide it to two heroes at the same time, wow. Do Gabe know something that I don't? As they fan out as Zeus.
I don't know, they're scared, man. I don't know why they're scared, but they're scared. Are they going to go like some invis strat? They don't want to be all revealed at once? I have no idea, but I don't know. They do ban the Wisp, and that's pretty smart, because I mean, Morphling's a hero that having bottle regen on him is wonderful, but you're also the carry, so you don't necessarily want to buy a bottle, but just like, oh, Wisp, just buy this bottle for me. Give me some free regen. He's like, all right, buddy, I gotcha. So, but we won't be seeing any of that this game, unfortunately. It's a really fun style to watch. Well, we'll have to be content with our Tree and Protector for now. Aware Gaming looking for their third pick. They also banned the Dazzle, and Gabe banned the DK out, so no sort of strong push team fight constantly focus for Aware, at least not with the Dragon Knight. They certainly could still do that, but DK is one of the strongest heroes in that style, and Dazzle just, the heal strat, the never die strat with Tree and Dazzle is just massively, massively obnoxious, and Aware don't want to deal with it.
It makes sense as well, because the Morphling, it's hard to bring him down as it is with the Strength Morph. Just combo that up with the heals and the living armor, I mean, almost impossible, especially early on where the Strength Morph is that much stronger because you don't have the damage to bring him down. But Aware, I mean, just full-on team fight, picking up the Ancient Apparition now.
Yeah, and a nice pick against Morph, too. Really negates the power of that Strength Morph, and it's kind of an oversight, I feel, from Gabe Police. I mean, they had a chance to ban out a hero that wasn't Zeus, but they didn't, and this could have been one of those heroes if they had thought long and hard about it, and this will be very, very, very obnoxious to deal with. And like you said, this team fight, if they get the good initiation, they're going to actually blow up some heroes with this AA Ice Blast on top of the epicenter wall. It's going to be absolutely ridiculous. I'm curious to see what they pair with it as well. Their laning stage has the potential to be decent with the Ancient Apparition. We'll see what carry they decide to pair with it, because if you get a nice range carry, Luna's one thing that comes to mind. We saw it in the last game, but we didn't see the AA with it. Those right clicks are ridiculously scary early on with Chilling Touch.
Yeah, the Chilling Touch is definitely not to be underestimated early on. Or man, even later on, it's still pretty damn nice for them. And actually, I don't really like the super massive wombo combo lineups most of the time, because they rely on their combos so damn much that they will get it like maybe once or twice during the entire game, but it just won't be enough. I guess it's a risk that you have to run. Aware, even without, I mean, they can definitely pick fights even without the wall and the epicenter. So just a vacuum into Burrow Strike into the Ice Blast. I mean, Ice Blast has only a 40-second cooldown, so
Yeah,
can't just spam it out. So I guess it.
Yeah. Yeah, we see the Nyx Assassin. It's kind of one way to be annoying to Ancient Apparition, I guess. But ooh, okay, they're officially. I was gonna say they haven't gone full Wombo, but now they may have gone full Wombo with the Gyrocopter pickup here, and they are investing a lot into this team fight. And if those don't go well, or if they just can't find the fights, like Morphling's not gonna hang around to fight, man. He's just gonna split push. He doesn't care unless he's forced to fight because his team is falling back so badly. He's not gonna try and come to these fights against this team at this point. But well, at least Aware. They can fight fairly frequently. I mean, like you said, the Ice Blast is a short cooldown. Gyrocopter cooldown also has a fairly short cooldown. I believe it's 45 seconds. I used to play this hero all the time, but now I have no idea.
It's 45 on the third level.
Yeah, 45 at the third level, but even 55 is not that terribly long. But they can fight decently often. Vacuum Burst Strikes can be available pretty often, every like half minute or so. So, well, they've still got some potential, but they are definitely investing a lot in this team fight.
Yeah, well, Nyx Assassin is actually pretty nice in trying to stop those fights. Just getting the Spike Carapace up, it's pretty nice against the Darkshare because even in the laning phase, if you want to gank the Darkshare, you have to, or at least would preferably have a setup stun for the Impale, but you just run into the Ion Shell, which is most likely on a creep, Spike Carapace, suddenly Darkshare is stunned and follow up with an easy Impale. And even in team fights, just maybe even run into the cooldown. It's not something you usually want to do, but it might be necessary.
Yeah, and he can find these supports and pick them off, especially that Ancient Apparition. If he gets caught out of position by this Nyx with once he hits like level 6 and level 7 maybe-ish, but like definitely level 11 with that level 2 Vendetta, AA is just going to be very, very careful with where he stands. He pretty much can't be on his own and past that point, or else he's just going to get annihilated by Nyx. And well, we see a Rubik to follow up with, and there are a lot of good spells to steal this game. Primarily, I mean, if you get Ice Blast, that's nice, but Flat Cannon's pretty silly too, but Burrow Strike's one of the, if not the best spells to steal with Rubik in the game.
Yeah, the Burst Strike definitely is really strong. Other spells, maybe like Split Earth. Actually, the Impale from Nyx Assassin would be pretty nice, but they are teammates anyway, so I think Burst Strike is probably the easiest and best thing that he could steal from this lineup.
Yeah, it just has so much utility, and if Rubik gets a Blink Dagger of his own and then steals Burrow Strike, that's just going to be absolutely hilarious, to be honest, and well, we'll see what else he can find with the spell steal. But looking into the bans, well, Aware Gaming, they should ban out, as I look at the heroes, and a mid or a carry. The Morphling could do either, so there's still some versatility to this lineup. The lanes are a bit of a mess right now, but Aware Gaming pretty much straight up looking for a mid hero here, and well, Gabe should ban accordingly, whereas Aware having to think a bit more about this ban.
Well, I mean, I guess Gabe, they could actually go for a Wraith King carry if they send the Morphling mid. I mean, Wraith King is really good at just soaking up spells like we talked about in game number 1 already.
Yeah.
Just take all the ultimates in your face, come back and kill them. But I mean, I actually wouldn't hate a Doombringer at the moment. Mm-hmm. Just have a safe lane Doombringer, or mid lane Doombringer rather, with the Gyrocopter safe lane with Sanking and AA. With the Doombringer, just for the Morphling, completely locking him down, because at the moment at least, Gabe, they don't have anything else apart from the Morphling that can actually contest the late game. Even the Gyrocopter, he's not the best carry late game wise, but he will still do better than any of the heroes on Gabe if the Morphling gets doomed.
Yeah, certainly. And well, Gabe does have the benefit of having the second pick here, so if Aware Gaming goes for a mid, they think Morphling can't necessarily fight straight up. They can draft accordingly, pick a different hero for mid, put that there instead, and there's going to be a Shadow Shaman, so...
Is it mid? Shadow Shaman?
That's got to be a mid Shadow Shaman. I don't see any other way they can really do that, unless they could go for like some shenanigans and like an aggressive like Darkseer lane, tri-lane or something like that, but I feel like it's got to be the mid Shadow Shaman here.
Well, I did just see in the last game that the Sand King went mid, but I really think it's probably a Shadow Shaman because the Sand King can just farm up the jungle anyway, so it would be kind of a waste of resource if you sent the Sand King mid instead.
Yeah, and I feel like if they try to fight, so far, there's not a tremendous amount of game plays for like early game damage. I mean, Fade Bolt's alright, Impale, Mana Burn, meh. They go for a Tinker, and this strikes me as a very, very greedy lineup. But
well, Gabe, I think really the pressure is on them, where they don't have to rely on their ultimate wombo combo. They can just blow things up anyway. Ether Shock, I mean, does so much damage in its own right already. And the Ice Blast constantly flying out as well. The Tinker, I guess it's good in delaying things out, but I think if they put all their baskets in the Morphling for the late game, I think they might end up disappointed.
Yeah, they're going to find a way past this early to mid game too. I feel like if Gabe falls behind in the lanes here and Tinker gets a bad start or Morphling gets a bad start, they're going to be in a world of trouble when this team fight starts kicking in for Aware, because if they get a fast level 6 on Shadow Shaman and then a decently quick blink on Sand King and then Darkseer farms up his mech, that's a lot of team fight. They can fight decently often. Ward's not available that often, but call down Ice Blast, it's going to be tough. They're going to have to certainly weather the storm. Their late game's pretty nice, but they have to get there first. But we'll introduce this upstart team, Gabe Police. We don't know a whole lot about them, but we do know that they took game number 1 against the more familiar brand Aware Gaming. On the Tinker, we have the Korean Zombie. Morphling going to be played by Balsam. Nyx Assassin in the hands of Prince Uganda, who was the real star for me in the last game in the Clockwork. Treant going to be taken up by Durham. And last but not least, Rubik, played by Fury.
And for Aware, up on the dark side, Xako will be heading towards the offlane on the Darkseer, with Lolik being handling the Shadow Demon rather. And the tri-lane will consist of the stand-in Stress, who actually might not be a stand-in after all. Rocher will be playing the Sand King, and Seema the Slayer is going to play this Gyrocopter. And actually, he started out with Boots of Speed and 1 set of Tangos, so he wants to make sure that he can actually stay on top of the targets with the Rocket Barrage.
And this makes me think that they're going to try and roam a little bit here, because I don't know. He's gone for a bit of a safer build. Like normally you see like Boots first, like in an off lane, solo lane sort of strategy sometimes, like where you think your hero might have to run away from things, but the Wombo is fake. Oh my goodness. 1 in 7. Well, we'll see. It's all about execution. They have to land those combos, and they'll be in good shape. And I also like Travis's use of the dream is real, the dream is fake. He learns from the best. What can I say? But yeah, I mean, as for these lane matchups, tri lane bottom, the Rubik and Tree should be able to bother this Darkseer pretty effectively. Once he gets Surge, it'll be a little bit harder if they don't get the telekinesis off in a really nice spot, like maybe during a Surge, but they can still try and harass him a bit. Whereas in the top lane, Gyro versus this Nyx Assassin could be an interesting matchup. Gyro should do all right, but his range is so short, and it's very, very annoying to play with that hero sometimes in the lane.
Well, the range does have some limitations to it, of course, and well, it's really funny to watch that both Nyx as well as the Gyro exact mirror image in the inventory. Just Boots, Tangos.
Trying to find this Burrow Strike, but he just kind of... Alright. Well, that didn't work out. The smoke.
Oh, they're going on Xako bottom lane. He doesn't have the Surge, and actually he's gonna fall, maybe. No, whoa.
Soused up. Needed one more right click from that Morphling, but just not quite able to commit, and, well... Yeah, I mean, before level 2, if you go Ion Shell level 1, you are a vulnerable son of a gun, but he should get a last hit here, or a creep XP at least. Yeah, he will grab it. Oh, mid lane. Trying to find the Tinker. They're not able to find it either. Roger actually taking a ton of tower shots. He's quite low. Has a haster, and I bet he wish he had that when he had the smoke up, but a bit unfortunate for him. He'll manage to make his way out, and, well, 2 kill attempts. Not going to find anything, but Sand King's just kind of running around near this bottom lane with Chilling Touch on, and he needs to be a bit careful. His health is quite low. If he runs straight into this, Treant trying to find something as well. Haster runs out on Sand King. Oh, be careful, son.
I think they really wanted to go for the kill with the Burrow Strike Ion Shell, but Roger, thank God he didn't go for it. 1 leechy. Actually, there's no mana for it, but still, I think they didn't have actually time to right-click and check the actual mana cost and the situation of the mana pool. But I mean, I guess no first plot still going on. Both teams happy to farm.
Yeah, and with the boots on the Sand King, he was probably going to be fine in the tree. Tried to station down with his no boots, quite a bit faster than him at this point in the game as well. This is giving the solo lanes a bit of time to work themselves out. Gyro and this Nyx have gone unmolested for a little bit, but Ancient Apparition coming to try and change that. Going to right-click this Prince Uganda quite a little bit, and, well, the 3rd time. Wow, that's pretty funny. That's a good stat. Oh my goodness, but, well, they're going to try and...
yeah.
Strike. Oh, nice. Spike Carapace, but the Rocket Barrage damage doesn't care about Spike Carapace, man. It just keeps going. Right-click will finish it off. That 1 blade of attack, actually, helping secure that kill on top of the Chilling Touch, and that's a quick phase boost for Gyro and a really nice start for Aware. They find the first blood.
That's just so much damage with the level 2 Rocket Barrage. It's actually 450 damage on the 2nd level, potentially. That's like, just completely ridiculous.
Yeah, some people like to level Flat Cannon above Rocket Barrage, but the damage potential with that spell it's out of this world, man. If you actually get a full one off on somebody like that, and with the way Gabe will be playing, they're going to be trying to farm lanes a lot as solos, so they're going to find solo targets quite a bit, and Rocket Barrage could maybe come through there. And, well, taking a look at last hits, Shadow Shaman actually leading the way. Actually playing, well, he's kind of outplaying this tanker, man. He's 17-4 versus 8-2. There was that pressure early, so he's had a little bit of more room to work with so far. As we see a smoke from the Radiant, and they got the Treant and the Rubik. Maybe going to try and find the Shadow Shaman, a pretty easy to gank hero if they find the lift. And he's playing decently aggressively, so I think they might get him here. Yep, there's the lift, and Leech to follow as well. Ton of damage coming out, and he should go down no trouble at all. Treant gets the right click for the punch kill, and oh, they find a second kill there, and kill scores 1-1.
Yeah, that's really the biggest issue with a Shadow Shaman. I mean, he's just so slow overall with the movement speed. But actually, one thing I want to point out is that every time the Sand King will get a stun onto the Nyx Assassin, I think that's going to transition into an easy kill because, I mean, the Rocket Barrage, we talked about how much damage it does. It's going to do even more if the Ice Vortex from the Ancient Apparition is under him. And he's going to be slowed down as well from it. Just the magic resistance decrease from the Ice Vortex, it's something that people actually don't think about usually. But that's even more damage from the Rocket Barrage then.
And, well, Prince Uganda tried to do a bit of a pull here to the side. Not quite going to work out. Gyro's going to try and farm it up with Rocket Barrage and Flat Cannon. That's a fair bit of gold going his way as well. Going to try and finish off that Hellbear there, and he will do it, so. Nice little bit of extra farm for him.
Some chat trivia for us.
Oh god, I missed the question again. It just goes so quickly.
There's only one hero that has been picked 20 times in 6.81, but hasn't been banned a single time. Oh, they're going on Nyx Assassin again.
Yep, and well, they should probably find him here. Spike Carapace doing work, but Chilling Touch also doing work. Can't quite finish the kill off though. Here comes the Rubik, but I think he may have bit off more than you could chew, buddy. Rocket Barrage, like you said, does a ton of damage. Are you kidding me with this? Well, they find the Nyx Assassin eventually, who comes back in against his better judgment, and they're not done diving. Oh my god, Stress, you want that kill so bad. Oh god, oh, is he gonna get it? Oh, are you kidding me? What a player. Oh, is he actually gonna run this? He has boots, Treant doesn't.
Yeah, it looks like it, oh my god.
Oh, Stress. Oh my god, what a baller. I thought that was the silliest dive in the history of Dota, but oh my goodness. What a player. Commend.
Indeed.
Opus Stress, but yeah, they find 2 kills in that top lane. Nyx Assassin, not really sure why he came back. He was ridiculously low, and that Rocket Barrage, once again, it's just an obscene amount of damage.
Well, it is level 3 now as well, so just leveling it up, going for the max magic damage. And well, coming back to the chat trivia. Okay, we got the answer now.
Oh, thanks, Travis. Dude,
Well, I guess we're not part of the chat, so.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, Travis just trying to find Windrunner stats because I just kept flaming that hero the entire game. So, the last time we casted today, so that hero's pretty.
It's a really awesome hero to be honest, but I wouldn't have guessed that it's that one hero that was the answer.
The concept is cool. Oh, Stress. You might have bit off a bit more than you could chew here this time. Vendetta Strike should come here in just a second. Yeah, easiest kill of Prince Uganda's life. Finds the Vendetta, and they actually might get the Sand King here as well. If they throw the Impale... well, okay. Well, they find the lift anyway, so they'll probably clean this up. One more right click. They'll find it. Double kill for Nyx in the jungle, and Rubik with some pretty heads-up play going to find that Sand King, and they're like, well, he's probably jungling. Let's go kill the guy. And they did, so... Smart rotation. They find 2 kills there. Gabe, please. Catching up just a little bit right there.
Yeah, that's now Arcane Boots on Nyx Assassin, so you can just spam out a little bit more. Doesn't actually have to back off into the base, and actually with the Vendetta coming off cooldown in 15 seconds, he can maybe even try to go for something on the Gyrocopter, because the burst damage is pretty strong with him.
Yeah, and when you get those first couple of kills on a Nyx Assassin like that, and you get off to a really good start, that hero has a lot of potential, especially against a lineup like Awares, where even one of their cores, this Shadow Shaman, is very, very, very vulnerable to a Vendetta gank. Like, if you Vendetta the Shadow Shaman, and then just, I don't know, focus all your damage on him, he's going to be in a world of trouble, so this nice start should help out Gabe plays quite a bit, and we'll have to see if Nyx can actually set the tone here.
Well, I think he actually might, because Seema, he's dropping really low in the jungle. He actually was trying to farm it up with only the Flat Cannon, and I don't know if he misclicked or thought he actually activated Rocket Barrage, but he was just tanking a double stack right in the face for like 5 seconds or more even. I guess he has to back off, and thank god that the Nyx Assassin wasn't on the prowl. Oh god.
Well, they go for the gank on the Shadow Shaman, they force him to drop wards. He does pick up a kill, but He was already dead when they dropped. They'll get some farm for him, though. That's the best part about Shadow Shaman wards, if when you leave them in the lane. Free last hits. Feels good. But, yeah, he'll go down a bit there. And Tinker got the kill, but did Tinker or Rubik get the kill? Rubik actually grabbed it, so Tinker probably a bit sad about the turn out
Sand King might be in some trouble.
Oh, yeah. He wants the Vendetta, but he's still... Well, we Sandstorm down. So Nick's like, well, I guess I'll just leave. Gonna try and steal a last hit here. Oh, I'm not... Okay. Gonna throw the Impale, so we just stunned the Sand King, but no real fallout there. He'll leave, but... Yeah, they can't do anything to him. Oh, Shadow Shaman wants to find him, but not quite gonna happen.
Oh my god, those trivias!
Oh my god, Travis is just laying it out. Popular 6.8 hero.
Lifestealer?
I'm trying to think who was popular 6.8. I would say maybe Ember Spirit. Well, Ember Spirit had a higher win rate than that.
Yeah.
I
think Ember Spirit's win rate was around 55 to 58%.
I think that's still my guess because I can't think of anything better than that off the top of my head, but I don't think it's right. It's just the most
I'm
most
just
right
gonna
thing
put
to do.
Lifestealer randomly out there.
Yeah. Oh man, patch was so long ago. I've forgotten all about 6.8. Oh, it's completely gone. I had the memory of a goldfish, man. I don't know, but well, things have gone a little bit more passive, which benefits Gabe Police in the long run. But Aware's just trying to get the farm out for those core items that can actually start fighting frequently. Like, take a look at some levels. A8 is level 6 now. Sand King actually somehow not level 6, even though he's the one who gets more farm in the jungle typically than the AA, but he got that kill like a boss, so he earned that level 6, but Sand King trying to get there as well. Shadow Shaman, almost level 8, doesn't have that much farm to his name. His network is pretty good. I don't know. I guess he bought Shreds. That's a bit interesting, even on a core Shadow Shaman. We'll have to see that pays off as well.
Yeah, that's really a weird pickup. I guess he wants to be able to tank up a little bit. Oh, stress. He gets scouted out by the Nyx assassin, but Nyx doesn't even care. He's going for the hunt. Oh, the surge onto Sand King mid lane.
Yeah, here comes an Ice Blast as well. That should land on Tinker and maybe also... Oh, Darkseer's on their team too. Never mind. So that is a very, very, very sad Tinker. They're going to drop
There's a
wards as well.
wraparound though. Nyx assassin.
So try and find this. Throws the stun out. Not able to do a whole lot more than that. Ward's going to work on this tower. Glyph is forced out, but Shadow Shaman caught between a rock and a hard place, and well, that hard place is Rubik, so he'll find it. But here comes the Gyrocopter TP'd in, but doesn't really do much of anything. Rocket Barrage stolen. And, well, Rubik probably doesn't want to get that close to use that spell, but if he finds the situation, it could be pretty good. We'll see how it works out for them. The wards, not really doing much of anything. Oh, nailed it. Oh, Lifestealer, poor guy. He got wrecked. But, oh, Gyro tried to fight this Morphling in the bottom lane. Rocket Barrage is doing a fair bit of damage, but I mean, he has Strength Morph. There's no real stun here. He doesn't even level Rocket, so no ability to really finish that Morphling off, but we'll try to scare him away a bit.
Well, I guess it makes sense. Sima, as far as he can just stop the Morphling from farming even a little while, it will be worth it for him. And looking at the big item pickups, Roger, he's getting really close to his Blink Dagger on the Sand King, only 200 gold away. AA, of course, had it as level 6, so that's the most important part for him. And, well, Mass Serpent Wards, not put to the most effective use at the moment, especially as the tier 1 tower mid lane is going to get healed up by the Living Armor of the Treant.
Yeah.
How far is the Tinker of this?
Well,
wow.
That's a level 9 Nyx, turned now level 10. You really can't stand up to that on Ancient Apparition. Like I pointed out in the draft, that's a hero that's going to be particularly vulnerable to this guy throughout the game.
Well, Nyx Assassin actually... I mean, I thought he's not going to do as well for an offlaner, but he's actually having a pretty nice game.
Yeah, I mean, he had that 1v1 matchup for a while, so he didn't have too much to worry about. Got killed once or twice by the roam, and that's just, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes an offlaner, you gotta suck it up. Sometimes the gank comes. You get ganked, it's fine. But he found kills in the jungle, and that really caught him up. Found those arcane boots, and since then, he hasn't really stopped, well, not necessarily finding kills all the time. He's gotten a couple for sure, but just disrupting fights and things like that. Like, that mid-push probably would have gone a bit better for Aware if Nyx hadn't shown up and just impaled out the Sand King, forced some heroes away, and they got this Shadow Shaman as well, so...
Oh, they might get him again?
Yeah, they're trying to. Vendetta up. They know he's here. He's going to grab this Invis rune, though. It's only bottled, so they can maybe try and go for this. Vendetta Strike. Impale going to fly as well. Leech Seed, but no, Burrow Strike going to help out quite a bit. He does pop the Invis. Not quite yet. Okay, now he pops it, so he'll be okay. Roger, though, may have thrown his life away for the Shadow Shaman. Oh, the Ward Trap on the Rubik. That is a sad fellow. He'll go down, but, well, Shackle on the Nyx. Can they finish this off? Call Down is going to hit with the first blast. Second won't land for that extra slow, but... He's actually going to try and man-fight this Shadow Shaman. Nope, he just goes for the Impale, TP out. He's fine. At the end of the day, 2 kills for Aware. One Sand King going down for Gabe, please. But the wards are dropped, not fighting a tower. So Aware's gonna feel pretty decent about that. Gonna grab this ancient stack. Oh my goodness, Gyro getting absolutely wrecked by that March trying to farm it, but he takes it and the tanker doesn't grab most of those last hits, so that's a nice little take for Aware.
I think it was pretty much 50-50 as far as last hits go. I tried to just follow the colors of the gold popping up, and it really felt like it was absolutely 50-50 for them. But overall, Aware, that fight, I mean, it started pretty damn horrible for the... Oh, Roger going for the epicenter bottom.
Yes, he is, and well, they do find the Morphling, but he just waveforms out, and he does not have a TP though, so he's stuck here until another waveform comes through. Burst Strike, he's clearing up for the mana, can't quite find it. Has the Iron Shell trying to do damage, replicate out, and well, oh my god, the burst damage from the Ether Shock almost finishing off the Morphling, but not quite. March of the Machines, oh my goodness, a face. Nyx Assassin, however, oh my god, Stress, you gotta stop trying to farm lanes, buddy. It's not gonna work out for you. He goes down yet again to the Nyx. He's having a very sad game.
Yeah, and Gabe, we were talking about if they can weather the early to mid game. They should be rather fine, at least with the Morphling farming up. It's not like the Morphling has that much farm, but they're doing fine. They have Boots of Travels up on the Korean Zombie as well with the Soul Ring, so can't just continue farming, or yeah, continue farming and spamming out the March of the Machines. I mean, Aware, they actually have yet to destroy a single tower, and when that happens against a Treant Protector that early, it's actually really hard to bring them down later on as well.
Yeah, it's a real shame, and their core items are delayed quite a bit. I mean, this Darkseer, one item they're definitely waiting on is this mech, and he's pretty far behind. He can afford the Buckler now, but he still has a pretty good way to go for the recipe unless it's already on the Courier. It is not, so this Darkseer's a little far behind. And 13-minute Boots of Travel, and, well, not bad for him.
They're going on Xakoch. They get the Hex stolen by Fury, and oh god, Telekinesis is available. I think this should be a kill, or...
Not quite. Oh, nice back wall. Gonna do a little bit. And Ether Shock as well. They're not gonna get the kill. Ice Blast flies through. Morphling gonna get shackled up. And, well, this is a nice little turn. Gonna find more for that. And AA grabs the Rubik as well in that. So, 2 kills for them. And looked pretty bad, but they just couldn't quite finish off that hero. So, I don't know. And, well, oh, Vendetta might be trying to go onto the Shadow Shaman. Does he have the burst, though? He's a fair bit of health, but Mana Burn gonna fly through. Oh, Tinker Rocket helps finish the job in this. This Nyx is finding kills all over the map, and I mean, he's the one creating space. I mean, it's hard to push when you have heroes just dying left and right. AA can't fire Ice Blast if he's dead, and that's really kind of holding them back right now.
And look at the item build as well. Stress is forced into Tranquil Boots plus double bracers.
I mean, well, that may not even be enough, but he has to tank up, or else he's just gonna get constantly picked off. And the life of a squishy support without a stun is a hard one for sure. Well, taking a look at Gyro, he went for the Helm of the Dominator, and for how much I thought they'd be trying to fight and push, that didn't make a whole lot of sense, but he's gone back for a BKB, which is a bit more sensible considering what we think they're trying to do. Their game plan could be different than what we planned, but their team looks like it wants to push and fight, and the BKB is certainly the best item for Gyro on that. They'll want to take these fights pretty soon if they can keep their heroes alive long enough to do it.
Yeah, at this point onwards now, it's actually really hard for them to fight because Tinker will always be there with the level 4 March of the Machines. Now even the heat-seeking missiles are level 2. At least the Darkseer actually has finished up the mech now, so that's good for him, but it's still a little bit delayed. And Aware, I guess they could go for a Roshan with the Mass Serpent Wars. They are level 2, but there's nobody to actually tank up the Roshan at the same time.
That's certainly true. Next, looking for Vendetta. Oh my god, they find Shadow Shaman again. Oh, well, trying to delay the Impale, kind of pump the game a couple times, and he actually might go down here, taking a lot of damage from this from the Ice Blast. Vacuum gonna fly as well. Nyx might shatter to this. Not quite. He does live, so they find the Shadow Shaman. Not the cleanest kill in the book. The Impale is a bit delayed, but just trying to make sure he hit it, I guess, because sometimes that spell just does not go where you want it to, and you just whiff the Impale at close range. You just feel a little embarrassed. Doesn't do it. They get the kill, and he survives, so no harm, no foul there. And they're taking this bottom tower before the push team can even make it.
That's really good for them, and oh, they get the Burrow Strike though.
Where's the follow-up? And the waveform actually almost kills him. Roger, he's trying to Sandstorm Darude dance his way away. Not quite going to happen. They're on the run now, though. Call down doing pretty much nothing. Nature's Guy's quick on the Treant, but I mean, there's an Ion Shell, but this Gyro trying to do some work, but he's really low now too. Balsam just finding us out. Waveform's through. He's going to clean up the Gyro, I think. Oh my god, one more right click. Almost finds it, but Tinker coming in. A little bit extra damage. Balsam finds the Adaptive Strike. Double kill for him. And wow, what a... Oh god, I thought that fight was going to go a lot better for Aware when that started, but it ends up being a 4-for-1, and they just can't kill this Morphling. They sold out on this guy, and they just couldn't finish the kill off.
This is looking like really bad, super awful for them.
Oh, ward trap. How many times has Rubik gotten ward trapped this game? I think that's his second. Oh, Nick's actually sticking a bit too close to those wards. He'll try and run away. Ice Blast gonna fly through. Oh, is he gonna walk into that? Oh, that was close. But he will make it out. Poor Rubik, man. He's the sacrificial lamb in this team so far. He's got 4 of their 14 deaths. He's their death leader. He's taking the hits for his team, but he's the sport. He's fine with that. He's all right. And in the meanwhile, this Tinker and Morphling continue to get more and more jacked. Morphling's got his Lincolns done. 850 gold in the bank as well. Tinker has his Blink Boots of Travel and 900 gold as well. Poor Ancient Apparition. It seems like such a good idea, but you're also so squishy. And against a Morphling, well, he can either burst you down himself, or in this case, he's got teammates to do it for him. That Nick's doing massive work here so far, and ever since he's gotten those couple of deaths, I don't think he's died since then. Perhaps, maybe once, but
yeah, he's just been on a roll. He's around the map, making so much space and so many kills for his team. I mean, he has the Blink Dagger working on a 4-step now, and he's constantly on the hunt. He finds Seema, maybe, no, goes the wrong way, but he made them. Oh god. 4 Ancient Apparition, don't run any further. Yeah, don't cross this line here.
He needs to. He probably knows that at this point. He's been introduced to the claws of Prince Uganda multiple times here, and man, I gotta say, oh, Gyrocopter, maybe impaled the pump fakes. Not quite gonna get him, but versus BKB, if Prince Uganda, if he can find his way out of here, burning that BKB is pretty nice. The Rocket gonna keep giving chase here, but. I mean, I think it's just level 1, I assume, but still following. Well, also may have gone a bit too far forward. Has the Lincolns, but I mean, plenty of ways to break that on that Shadow Shaman. They actually might find this kill and do get it. They have to spend every ultimate in the book to grab it, but well, I don't know about you, but I got a bugged out as heck Sand King. He's doing the dance constantly, and not the first time I've seen this, but with the Ancient Apparition Chilling Touch, it's quite the dance, I have to admit. Rubik finds a kill on Shadow Shaman.
It's really mesmerizing. Oh, he finishes it, goddamn.
Yeah, no, Sand King distraction tactics and making the casters miss kills. What a player. But, well, Tree doing some split pushing of his own. No Mask of Madness Radiance for him.
Oh, there's a dust, though.
Oh, he's got the Overgrowth here and try and TP out. The Rocket, though, oh my god, what a sad man. He'll get finished off. Gyro finds the kill. Good for him, but...
I can say for sure that the Tree was not expecting the Gyro to come carrying the dust. But, I mean, it's really nice to actually see that people come prepared when they go up against the tree. And of course, the level 4 homing missile now does quite a lot of damage as well when it reaches max distance.
He's actually leveled up. A lot of players will skip this, but I guess they just want a little bit more burst damage in these fights, and it's not necessarily a reliable stuff. But if that rocket lands after traveling a fair distance, that's actually a lot of damage flying through from the rockets. So I don't know.
Yeah, and the cool thing about it is that even if the damage isn't maxed, oh god.
Oh, the March though. Try doing so much damage to these heroes, and they're forced to back off. Serpent Wards close, but no cigar popped. Once again, not with the range of a tower. They will help clean this creep wave.
Prince Uganda is coming in as well.
Prince Uganda,
oh, Seema, I think it's gonna go down for. Oh no, the
He's got a blink, so he can maybe try and get himself out of here, but I don't know. They're too scared to fight this guy. Oh, forces it a BKB. But I mean, he kind of had to just in case, and that BKB's down to a casual dust. That's a 7-second BKB now, and Morphling continues to find towers on his own. Takes down middle tier 1.
They might get Nix.
Oh, goodbye, sweet Prince. But Living Armor's doing absolute work, and he's invisible. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, Prince Uganda. What a boss. Oh, Overgrowth. Get a whiff out a bit there, but Prince Uganda's not done, man. The Blink Mana Burn. Trying to find this Sand King. Well, with the Mana Burn, does he have mana for Sandstorm? Yes, he does in a couple of seconds, so he'll be just fine. He actually has a bottle as well, interestingly enough, so... Well, Dagon Tinker, the dream is real. We can start seeing some real fun stuff there from this guy coming up soon. The burst will be truly magnificent from this man in current and future fights.
Yeah, who cares about cheap stick or anything? We don't need that. I mean, I guess it makes sense as well. Ancient Apparition really squishy, Sand King even squishier, and of course even the Shadow Shaman with the power threads. No HP to those heroes at all. I mean, sure the mech may help out a little bit, but what good does a mech do if you're just getting bursted down from 100 to 0?
Yeah. God,
especially if...
This is going to be so frustrating for this team right now for Aware. I mean, they can't do anything.
It's actually kind of an investment into the later stages of the game as well, because if Balsam goes for the shotgun on the Morphling, the Dagon, it's going to do even more.
That's true. Yeah, man, you only need to build the E-Blade yourself on the Tinker, just follow up with the burst. Well, if Balsam doesn't kill the guy instantly, I guess, but... He's got that Ghost Scepter up, so not too far off from his from his Ethereal Blade, and the shotgun will be real. Well, Sand King doing the dance as people. Gyrocopter, well, he ain't got no dance moves, so he gets blown up immediately. Can't pop the BKB in time for that one. And well, I don't know, man. I can't help but keep pointing this out. I mean, in the last game, it was Prince Uganda who set the tone, made things happen. In this game, same thing. I mean, we didn't know much about this team coming in, but we can certainly come out of today knowing that this guy knows how to play an offlane.
That.
Oh. Well, I guess I lost him. Is that my internet or? Oh.
What?
Are you back? Oh, your Skype just like booped out for a second there. You're back now.
Yeah, I guess it did. Oh, they're going in again. Roger might be in trouble.
Oh, poor Roger. Oh my goodness. Vendetta on top of that, add insult to injury, just pops it only to smack him in the face with it. And I just what can they do, man? They have nowhere to farm now. This jungle's infested with bugs.
I mean, Shadow Shaman mid is a nice idea overall, but I mean, Power Threads, I guess, getting himself a little bit tankier because Shadow Shaman, he's squishy as all hell otherwise. But the blink there, it got delayed by so much, and actually a mid lane Shadow Shaman with 7 deaths, that's not something you want to see at all.
No, I mean, if you pick that hero as a core, you absolutely have to find towers, but if they don't finish one off immediately with the wards, it just gets healed up to full, and then you're back to square one, and it's like you never spent the wards at all. And even on top of that, he's been spending wards in places that haven't necessarily been next to towers, trying to find kills and things, which he kind of has to do, since as a core hero, he has to help his team. He's got farm, he's got levels. He needs to help them get kills, but, well, they're going to make it go into Balsam here. And he's going to spend away from him, so this might be their best chance to get a kill. They got a Shackle to follow up. They're spending Epicenter. They're spending everything. Ice Blast, all the ultimates flying in except for the wall, but they do clean it up, so that's a kill they want. But in the meantime, other lanes being pressured in, other heroes farming, but they might just make it go for their first tower of the game here. They're going to drop wards. They want this one really badly.
Well, it makes sense as well because they're losing on so much gold just because they haven't gotten any towers. But oh, Nyx Assassin is coming in. I don't think he can actually go in. Or
I mean, he's played fantastically, but I don't think he can run it 4 heroes and Serpent Wards like that and make it out alive. But maybe he can find a cleanup kill here.
Well, it might very well be possible. Or actually, even if he stops a TP or something on Xako, that might be well worth it. Or those Darks here, no intentions of TPing out.
He wants this really bad. He's just following him around. Man, I want to watch other parts of the map, but I gotta follow this Nyx Assassin. Oh, there it is. He goes for it. Waits for him to stop to make sure he can get his full combo off. Doesn't really have any more follow-up damage. He's like, just, well, alright, we'll see you later, buddy. He's back to base, but other lanes... Not actually a whole lot going on with that Morphling dead. He's the one who's generally split pushing it being active in the lanes, so... Not too much action to comment on, but we can take a quick look at the grass really quick. Haven't looked at them too much. The gold lead is not as high as you'd expect. It feels bigger than it is. We have to remember that Gabe Police also has the superior late game in the Tinker and the Morphling, I feel, so their money will be better spent on those heroes. And XP, also in their favor, but still not quite as much as you would think, so Aware, it feels like they're really out of it, but maybe not quite as much, but the problem is that this Gyrocopter doesn't have much, and he's invested in mid-game fighting. He has the drums and a BKB that's running out dangerously low, down to 7 seconds.
Oh, Lolly gets caught. Dagon in the face is on 9 HP.
Oh, they do manage to finish with the Fade Bolt. Rubik is dominating somehow. But here comes the Ice Blast. It's on a couple of heroes. Actually, a huge amount of burst damage. That Sand King doing absolutely amazing work. And Gyro cleaning up as well. And this is a fight they've been looking for quite some time. And, man, just not able to quite finish off that Shadow Shaman with the initial burst. And, well, a Rocket's giving chase to somebody. It's going to fly past this tower and take a fair bit of damage. And, well, he's just going to spike Carapace it. And that'll show Gyro the error of his ways. They back off, but... Well, they finally win a team fight with their... They kind of got to use all their spells for the first time together there, and, well, it shows that if they just find the fight, they can win it.
Yeah, that's the thing with the massive team fight combinations. You can never underestimate them. And, well, I think actually, to be honest, that Gabe's lineup is pretty good in dealing with that sort of like heavy team fight, because they're more of the pickup, especially if they get the shotgun on the Morphling. So they kill one, and if you cripple one from a massive wombo combo, that already helps out immensely.
Yeah, he's getting pretty damn close. He's up to 2.8k gold, so about 500 he'll be there. But there is an invisible Sand King. They're going to try and find this guy out again. Do they have to follow up? He's just going to wade through and just casually find the Shadow Shaman. Oh my goodness. Oh, the trio was there actually scouting it out, so never mind. They knew he was there. Ice Blast flies through, but it was meant for the initial position. They can't actually find him. Gonna try and find Roger here in the trees, but not quite able to. Waveform spent, and he'll be He'll be stuck here for a little bit, unfortunately for him, but, well, with the Shadow Shaman down, they might try to push this tier 2 bottom. They do have a glyph on Dire, I believe. Yes, they do, so... A little bit of defensive possibilities there, but it's still 27 seconds till Shadow Shaman's back up. He will have wards defensively, but... Well, they gotta somehow fight in this March if they do push.
Oh, just look at Roger. He's so close to the
March.
Tinker. Oh, he's March of the Machines.
Oh, now he can't even blink. He's stuck here, but he's just taking damage. Oh my god, what is this?
He has to Burrow Strike out soon.
Yeah, I think he might have to. Yep, there he goes. Oh, he's still taking them. Oh my god.
Oh, I think some keyboard flipping was in order here.
God, that... I mean, it seems kind of like a fluke, but like it's... on one hand, you want to like say like, of course Tinker's gonna blink in the trees and march in the machines, but on the other hand, it's like, did you really think of that? Because normally it's a great place for a Sand King to be for that style of push. It's like, all right, get that blink epicenter from deep in the trees. They won't expect it at all, but oh my god, it turns back on him, and that's just kind of that's how this game has felt so far for Aware. Was that little moment right there? Oh my goodness gracious! Fails of the week, Dota Cinema, please.
Yeah, that was so
that was
much
pretty
fun.
funny. Oh man, but well, I don't know if they can really. It's a bit greedy to keep pushing here. They could definitely just try and start the map out. I don't think they'll go high ground. Yeah, they'll just spread out. Morphling's got a lot more farm to get. E-Blade is now done, so if anyone even tries to farm any lanes or jungle on the side of Aware, and if the wards are present for Gabe Police, that hero's kind of straight up dead between the shotgun, Tinker, and on top of that, you've got the Nyx Assassin as well, who's been really showing it. But oh my goodness.
Oh my freaking god.
Oh, so much trivia.
I don't even know which the 10 most picked heroes are, I guess.
No, it's
Batrider.
the next level strategy of the trivia. Travis really trying to show us up. What's been picked a lot and loses a lot? I would say Ancient Apparition for one. But
Yeah, Ancient Apparition definitely won, I think.
past that, I don't really know. Maybe. No, Shadow Demon seems to be winning most of the time.
It can't be the Treant. Is Dazzle on a losing spree?
Maybe. I actually like the Treant idea. He's picked a lot by teams that lost in the American qualifiers, and that was a lot of games. So I think my 2 picks out of 3, I'm gonna go Ancient Apparition and Treant. Past that, I'm not entirely sure. I don't like that list of top 10 heroes is not in the back of my head apparently. So those are my guesses. We'll see if they're right or not. But well,
Has Tidehunter been like top 10? I don't think so.
I don't know if he's been picked off. He's been picked a lot, like maybe top 20, and he's lost a lot of games too. But I don't know if he's quite up there. But yeah, that could be a decent third pick if he did.
Lycan, maybe even. Because I've seen a lot of games where Lycans just don't do that much.
Yeah, maybe.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Thank you, Travis.
Okay, so top 10 heroes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with AA.
Dire's middle tower is
I'm gonna go with AA.
Rubik and Treant. Oh, I think Darkseer is one of them.
Yeah, AA Treant Darkseer could potentially be, because a lot like that's a combo that people picked a lot. That would fit in the American qualifier things as well.
I mean, he just gave us the stat before that, like the combination of Darkseer, Sand King, and AA whatever has failed a lot. So
yeah, I feel like Sand King's done well by himself in lamps that don't require the Wamba. So yeah.
Oh, Lolik.
Yeah. Oh well, the deeps. The deeps are real. Oh my god, Rubik has how many like 50 HP Fade Bolts has this Rubik gotten for kills this game? It's
the number is just way too damn high.
Yeah, no, he's crushing them, man. He's got how many kills does this Rubik have? He's 8. He's the kill leader. He has the most kills on Gabe, please. This Rubik. What a player.
Oh god.
So many KS Fade Bolts. By that I mean kill secure. I mean like they needed those Fade Bolts too, or else these heroes would get away. So he's been where he needs to be. Can't say much more than that. Yeah.
But it looks like Balsam now, he has his burst damage, so he's going for a BKB, and I think it's a pretty smart choice, because if you go for the BKB, you can just full out morph into agility and not care too much, because Aware almost no physical damage to come out by them.
Okay, how much have you given up when your gyrocopter has to buy a Lincoln Sphere and a BKB and drums? Like,
oh god.
Oh, Treant's actually kicking ass. Never mind. Oh, the Sand King is a losing record? Damn, I wouldn't have expected that. But Shadow Demon as well. Poor supports. That's Treant, though. Man, maybe I'm just like, I don't know. There were more games like in this patch than I thought, I guess, but, well, we almost did it. By that I mean, well, I got 1 out of 3, so I lose. You got me this time, Travis. That's what I get for flaming you, but...
Oh, Roger? No, he blinks out. He has a
senses,
gem.
Man.
Yeah.
Does he have a gem? Oh,
he does.
yeah. Okay, well, that makes that... I thought it was just God mode reflex.
That would have been really next level. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah, well...
I feel somebody enter my force field.
And these items, these items are so defensive unaware. Sand King, you see him going for a Force Staff, and like normally, we saw last game, you want to get like a Veil or something like that, a little bit more magic damage. You don't want to have to like focus on mobility past a Blink Dagger, but he's forced to go Force Staff to help out his team, and they're just buying items that are going to keep them alive, but I don't see them winning the games with these items. The damage isn't there.
By the way, we have a Dagon 5 now on Tinker.
Oh my god, he is...
So, do you think he's really gonna go E-Blade for himself as well, or is he gonna go for the Sheepstick now?
He could definitely do either. I mean, the E-Blade would be... That would just be absurd. Like, just 2 heroes getting basically shotgunned at the same time. So sad. But the Scythe, I think, is a slightly smarter pick. Because their Disable isn't real... They don't have a ton, so... They could probably use the Scythe, to be honest. But, I mean, he could go either way at this point and still win, I think.
He actually might have to go for a BKB of his own at some point. Just so he can, like, without any worries, rearm in the fights and just keep on Dagoning.
Yeah, Morphling's going for BKB, certainly, and he's almost there. He's just basically got the recipe left, and he's got 500 gold towards that as well, at least, so... He'll be really hard to kill once he gets that, and, well... We already know his damage potential with the shotguns, so... Well... Oh, we're hanging around Roche. They really actually have no damage to take this other than wards, and if they drop that, that means they can't fight afterwards for a while, but... Well, I don't know. I'm trying to look at their team and see what they can do from here, but this Gyro is just built so defensively, I just don't know where their comeback is. They don't have a way to kill heroes.
Yeah, actually, nothing else to do, so I just took a sneak peek at the graphs.
Oh.
And well, the XP sure tells the story. 14k for Gabe. Although the
gold
gold...
so close.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. Well, they've been pushing his 5 a lot, so I guess they've been kind of spreading out one lane of gold among them a lot, but I mean... These guys seem so jacked. I don't know. Well, I mean, the Gyro's actually farming pretty well.
Wow.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, like, when have you ever seen a Gyrocopter build a Lincoln Sphere? Like, seriously, I want to see the stats on Gyrocopter Lincoln Spheres, Travis. Do that for me. Just Lincoln Sphere.
After that, I'd like to actually know what the percentage is if the drums aren't involved.
Yeah,
because the drums really felt like Travis wanted to get that 0% somewhere.
The Lincoln, I think the Lincolns is the one out of here. I mean, you see Gyros if they want to fight early, which I thought is what they wanted to do, go drums, and that was fine. That was a perfectly legit item. You get this hero a lot. I mean, this item a lot in this hero. But, that, oh god, Lincolns is just, it brings 10 damage, man. That's all you need. That 10 damage. It feels good.
Oh, stress actually. Prince Uganda might get the solo kill. No, he won't die under the tier freeze too long.
Oh, he'll blink through. There's this haste rune, Shadow Shaman trying to find the kill, but doesn't have his blink up, so he won't be able to find him in the trees. And, well, I don't know. They're just farming away, and the late game is just still handily in Gabe Please's pocket if they end up going that far, but, well, right now they're content to farm, and that's perfectly fine. I mean, it's a little bit boring. We want to see some E-Blade action, but I mean, it's smart to farm. There's no reason to rush yourself against this team with only one real hero that can do damage late game, and that hero has gone for Lincolns and PKB. So, yeah.
Well, I think worth mentioning is that actually the Gyrocopter, just looking at the net worth purely, he's only around 300 behind the Morphling. So he's doing pretty well, but just no damage.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Travis, well, trying to find just casually Vendettas him, I guess, so maybe it was cooling off there in a second. Yeah, it just ran out, so he decides to get the smack in. Gyrocopter doesn't go down, and yeah, I mean, yeah, the Lincoln Sphere against Doom certainly makes a lot of sense. That's certainly a hero you want to have that item against. Other than that, though, like this game, there's no Doom in this game.
Oh, Fury!
Oh my goodness, well, he's surprisingly tanky with that living armor, but he'll go down anyway. And yeah, this Gyro's net worth is actually very respectable, like you said, but the items don't do anything for him. Like, they don't bring any damage to the team. It doesn't help him win fights, it just makes him not lose as quickly.
Well, if he actually gets a Demon Edge now on top of what he already has, the damage, it's gonna get pretty decent, at least as far as the Flak Cannon ability goes.
Yeah.
Because it just multiplies to all 5 targets, pretty much. Or it just has the range to do so, whether they're in fog or something, that's a whole different matter. But with the Helm of Dominator, He's just gonna try to sneak Roche with the Mass Serpent Wars, and I think that's the best thing they could actually do.
Yeah, top tower's getting killed. Not a whole lot they want to do about that. That tree Nexus has some push is too strong to deal with, so they're just like, we'll take Roche instead. So they've got quite a bit of health left. They might suspect something, but with Rubik down, they're not going to bother taking a fight. I think if they pick up a Roshan, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm curious to see who they pick, who they actually give it to. I'm guessing it'll go to Gyro. Yeah, he will get it, but... Oh, Gyro's a hero that if you lose the Aegis and you go down, you pretty much don't have flat cannon when you come back unless it's been a while and it takes you to die. So, not the greatest Aegis here in the game, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe giving the Shadow Shaman might have worked out, but there's really just no great target for it, honestly.
Yeah, maybe Shadow Shaman, maybe even the Darkseer just to make sure that he actually gets the vacuum. But then again, if he's already used the wall and vacuum and goes down, then him coming back up isn't too useful either. So yeah, they don't actually have anything like the Storm Spirit or maybe even a Leshrac who can just spam out all the mana and do massive amounts of damage.
More Dagons, though. More Dagons.
Oh yeah, that's sure.
There we go. This is what we want to see. We want to see more Dagons, but we want to see the Morphling Dagon. But oh, he's going for the shotgun. Oh, not quite able to finish off Rubik. Oh my god.
Oh, that fateful.
Literally every time. But well, they got a lot of deeps here. They're gonna try and finish off Balsam. Can't get the Strength Morph going, so well, probably not worth it. Even though the hilarity of Fadebolt finishing off more kills certainly is nice. Doesn't get a kill for that one, but he does burn the Aegis, so that.
Oh, Lolly goes balls deep.
Oh my god. They're all trying to fight for this March. That's a lot of damage they're running into. They need to be very careful about this. More Fade Bolts flying through. The damage is too much in this Rubik. Oh my god. Tinker finds the Darks here. Morphling actually buys back. He's going for kills. They're going to try and clean up Shadow Shaman in the back line. He has no health, no mana left, and Nyx Assassin's going to try and chase him down. Meanwhile, Stress gets killed in the Tinker. I'm guessing it was a Shatter. Rubik. Oh my god, are you kidding me? These Fade Bolts. I wasn't even like watching that kill, but I hear the Fade Bolt sound and I see Rubik gets a kill. I'm like, are you kidding me? But well, Morphling buys back, so they better get this tower.
Morphling actually popped the BKB as well as he wave formed up onto the Gyrocopter, which, well, 10 seconds gone. Doesn't matter too much as the heroes are dead. And actually checking at the buyback status, the Gyrocopter has it, of course. He's not even dead, so it doesn't matter. The Ice Blast maybe will stop the push.
Yeah, it's annoying, and well, all the heroes are alive. They still got Tinker, and with Shadow Shaman down, he certainly doesn't have buyback, so they might continue to go here. Without that Shadow Shaman lockdown, it's gonna be hard to kill this Morphling off.
Well, it looks like they will back off for the time being, at least a little bit. They are actually pretty full on mana as well as HP, living armor and loads of arcane boots, making sure of that. And well, it's kind of scary if you're aware at the moment. I mean, Balsam, he did buy back, so actually no new big item for him at least. So there's something with it. Gyrocopter actually now, thanks to the buyback and the fights, the Gyrocopter didn't die and he's actually 2k ahead in network now suddenly.
Oh, trying to find out Prince Uganda, but he pops the Spike Carapace. Morphling blowing up Shadow Shaman. With the shotgun. He'll at the BKB.
They might get Roger as well.
Trying to find him, but oh, Nyx is pretty low. He's got a rocket coming in on him. Rocket barrage as well, trying to burn through those charges and living armor. He'll find a kill. Unstoppable on this Gyrocopter. I've been a bit critical of his item build, but can't say he hasn't been finding kills. Tinker comes in though, trying to make a bit of a difference. Not quite able to find anything yet. Morphling finds his way out with a replicate, so he'll scurry on away. And well,
do you think we actually?
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you think we might see a rapier this game?
They might have to, and if they do, that's a lot of damage. If they don't find a way to kill this Gyrocopter.
Oh, butterfly.
Butterfly.
Man, this item sucks.
It's okay on Gyrocopter, but like you really want more straight up damage because I mean Flat Cannon has a limited number of shots, so you want the most damage in those shots as possible. With Butterfly, you get them off really fast, which has merit, and you get some damage, but you don't get the same damage you do from like an MKB or something like that, and it does make him a little bit less susceptible to right clicks. So now Balsam may have to think about getting an MKB or something along those lines, but if they just get the shotgun on him, he won't actually need to bother about going through that Butterfly, so I think I'm with you on this one. It's not often... I played this hero a fair bit, Gyrocopter, or at least I used to, but it's going Butterfly first. It's not great. All of his items are just defensive, basically, in a way. I mean, at least you get some damage from it, but not a ton.
Oh, Durum, he's scouting them out. There's the gem, though. Oh, God.
Yeah, Roger, gonna go with a burst right through. Call down, gonna try and finish him off, but this tree is pretty damn tanky. He's on the run. Gonna go ahead and overgrowth and catch two heroes. Roger, caught between a rock and a hard place, eating a little bit of March damage. Force-staffs himself out, though. Wards are dropped, but Shadow Shaman goes down, and now the Ward's in the middle of nowhere, not contributing to this fight at all. They're gonna try and find out this Gyrocopter. He's on the run. The Dagon to finish it off from the Tinker, and Well, this gyrocopter, he does not have buyback. He's got less than 500 gold, so that might be it. Damn, really that high? Interesting.
Well, I mean,
shows what we know, but I think it's not great. I think you just buy it at the end. I don't think it's a good first damage item.
Yeah, it depends on whether you're actually ahead or behind as a team. I mean, the butterfly, I guess they actually thought that they're not as behind as they maybe were. Or I'm not sure. I mean, the butterfly definitely a more standard pick, I guess, but they really did need the damage here.
Yeah, it's a good item. It's just like, I mean, oh well, nice 4-man wall, but he's got no backup. He's E-Blade, gonna finish it off yet again. Another fadeable kill for Rubik, of course. Why not at this point? But no, was that? No, that was his own wall. He killed him with a wall. Okay, well, that's one usage of wall, and it's directly at this barracks. But the point I was gonna make is that, I mean, this gyro, he's dying to shotgun mostly. I mean, he has the BKB to live through some of it, but it's low enough at this point that if he just gets jumped on, shotgun blow up, what's a butterfly gonna do for you there? I mean, you might as well just get the damage because the defense isn't really worth that much in this game.
Yeah, the BKB, once it wears out, he's definitely just gonna get either kited, stun locked, or just burst it down with the Dagon. I mean, Dagon 5, it's actually worked out pretty nicely for the Tinker, to be honest.
Yeah, and we just saw like a full flat cannon burst spent, and like it just did nothing to this Morphling. He doesn't care, man. Oh, Tree gets hit by the ultimate. He's gonna try living armor himself through this. This AA does not even, yeah, he's not even close to Egg, so don't need to worry too much about it. He should be fine. Yeah, no shatter at all, no risk. And Uganda doing a bit of a impaled juke dance, but I guess that's legit. He'll go ahead and Vendetta up and maybe look for a kill. But well, we do have a Rax down, and when we saw earlier that the gold graph was kind of close, it felt a bit deceptive about how far gameplays were ahead. But well, we've seen their late game start coming into effect, the power that they can do once they get their items, and they have a humongous gold lead right now, experience off the charts as well, and feels like only a matter of time at this point. They've truly extended their lead. They didn't throw anything away. There was that one fight where things went well, the Wombo combo happened, but since then it's been nothing but a slippery slope for a win.
Fury on the Rubik actually has an Aghanim Scepter. He still has the Wall of Replicon. Oh, Shotgun Lolik, drops low, Fate Bolt. No,
oh, not this time, Fury. Not this time, buddy. Oh, he's actually going to eat a call down. He might pay for his sins. Drop the wall, Fury. Oh, he didn't quite do it in time. But, well, Balsam trying to find some kills, but he's BKB'd up. He just goes down.
Well, bro.
Help. That was a really weird fight. What? Balsam just, like,
There's no buyback on Tinker either. He's down for... Oh, God. He's down for 100 seconds. I mean, aware? They can go for just mid lane push, although the tier 3 is still standing, so yeah. I guess they won't really reach the base, or actually they might. I'm not too sure.
Morphling Illusion doing work and helping them push. That's like a that's a full Agi Morphling Illusion helping them push this lane out. That's pretty funny, but some free Necro creeps to them too, so free XP. And well, they'll start going to work, but Morphling does have buyback here, and I don't know. We keep saying that they're out of this. They're down by like literally 1 billion gold, and they turn the fight around. I think Gameplay just got way too greedy there with that fight, and the Rubik trying to finish off a hero, just couldn't do it, and well, they capitalize.
Well, that was horrible of a fight for them. They wanted to burst down Lolik, but Lolik has tanked up a little bit, and actually they might lose Rex because of it. They can't really teamfight either, because if they lose another teamfight now, they're just screwed. And actually Sako, he has a Skythought device as well. So my god, I mean, did they really turn this around now?
I mean, even if they get this, it's still even Rax against better late game team. There's a Blink Overgrowth onto 5 heroes, though Morphling buys back for this as well, so he's going to come in soon, but he's not quite here yet. Prince Uganda trying to do work, cleans up the Shadow Shaman, so that could be any words. I don't know if they were off cooldown or not, but Darkseer finds the Rubik kill pretty easily, but here goes Balsam. He goes to work. Sand King gets blown up immediately. Stress may be dominating, but they defend the barracks, and a couple kills going for Balsam. He did have to spend the buyback. He really didn't want to. He was getting close. It was like 20 seconds till he was back, but forced to spend it. Still has a fair bit of gold. Got a kill there too. So did he not buy back? I'm pretty sure he did, but he's getting experience from these creeps. I mean, gold from these creeps. So I thought he bought back. Yeah, he did. Huh? That's interesting. He just like doesn't have the buyback penalty. Huh? Well, I guess that's all right. But anyway. Oh no, because he would have been alive now. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. But they find kills. He's going for an ultimate orb, so probably going to be a Scotty from him, and that'll help him tank up, because he's been burst down a couple times in these fights. And then if they can clean the Morphling up, those are the fights that the Were wins. Once he gets that Scotty, going to be a lot harder to do that, even if he's morphed heavily into agility.
The Scotty definitely helps a lot, and even just chasing down the gyrocopter and maybe man fighting him. But well, actually, man fighting the gyrocopter might not be the best idea with the Satanic on him now. Well, this game can still go either way, and looking at the graphs, actually, they've been dipping down towards the side of Aware. I mean, XP used to be almost 25k, now it's down to 15k, as well as gold was at 15 and now around 7.5, I guess.
I mean, they must have ended a couple of streaks in that fight too, because the gold absolutely took a humongous dip down. And this gyro, I mean, look at the net worth. This guy's absolutely jacked now. I mean, the damage isn't still where it would be if he'd built typical items, but at this point, I mean, he could give the gem to someone else and go for something big like a MKB for the damage potentially is something he could do. Probably the best decision. He could go Daedalus as well if he wants to for single target damage as well on top of that, and try to right click down that Morphling, which is something he may have to do in these fights and get some man fights. He could probably work his way through that, but he's getting really, really hard to kill. That Satanic is going to do work.
Well, of course, that work may all be for nothing if he actually gets just constant hex by the Tinker. Although Tinker himself is just maybe a little bit too squishy, might still need the BKB after all. There are so many lockdowns on Aware, and of course the Sheepstick on Xakok with his Blink Dagger initiation definitely helps out as well. And I mean, this game, wow, Ancient Aberration suddenly has an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, after all those fights, man, he's that assist gold and probably some kills piling up in there too. I mean, he's been picking up kills. He actually had a dominating streak in there somewhere, so he's up to how many now? He's up to 8 kills, second behind the gyro. So he died a lot, but his Ice Blast, they did work. A couple of shatters in there and just pure damage as well.
It's a level 3 Ice Blast now as well, so it's pretty strong. And well, if they get these Aegis now on the gyrocopter, then I actually think they might win a fight, although it's so-so. It's just who gets the jump, which heroes die first.
Yeah, and well, Gameplays have been trying to take fights as opposed to split pushing, because they felt they were really ahead, and they were, I mean, to be sure, but well, they kind of played into Aware's hands a bit, so let's see if they fall back into split pushing a bit more. I mean, they have a Tinker, they have a Morphling, so they certainly have the ability to do it, and well, Roche is going to go down. This actually wasn't the fastest Roche, like we said, not a ton of damage, but I mean, Gameplays, they're just busy trying to do some damage to this tower.
Oh, they're going on
stress.
stress
Immediately, and that's a dominating streak for Nyx Assassin picked up. Stress will not have buyback, so 60 seconds with no AA, so that might make fighting with the Aegis a little bit tougher, but they can just wait it out, keep farming on Gyrocopter, maybe find more of an aggressive item on him, but he may not want to spend his gold. He's got the Aegis, and he'd have to sell his boots.
Oh, they're going on him.
He just pops a BKB, but Lincoln's popped in the Burrow Strike, so all seems fine for now. Rubik Steel Surge, and they're trying to chase this down, call down, drop pretty much his retreat measure. Yukon and Prince try to make it out with a Surge out, and well, Mana Burn onto the Darkseer actually hurts him a lot with that high intelligence pool, but not quite gonna finish the job. Actually, Gyro taking a ton of damage, and well, like almost goes down as well with the shotgun, but he will go down to the laser at the end of the day. Oh, there we go. Call me the Slayer. Sorry, the Slayer just takes a lot of damage, and well, the Blink Epicenter gonna actually clean up the Rubik, and he buys back immediately. Sorry, the Tinker, he'll come back, wait for him through, trying to find some kills. Needs to kill this Gyrocopter off again with that Butterfly. He's having a hard time hitting him, man, and he's gonna have to try and piece out of here, but there's another Sheep on him. Oh, Dig gonna fly through as well. Darkseer goes down. He buys back as well. Buybacks all over the place. But Roger picks up a kill in the back line, finds the Nyx Assassin. More and more fighting, but now Ancient Aberration's back. He throws up the ult, trying to kill off the Morphling yet again, but can't actually chase down any more of these heroes. Tinker might die back if they catch him. Morphling goes down. Tinker's on the run, and well, Burrow Strike. Where's Burrow Strike? Oh, he doesn't have mana. He popped the Sandstorm, but now he doesn't have mana for this Burrow Strike. Actually, he wouldn't have had it anyway, so he's still on the run, but at the end of the day, there were buybacks galore in that fight. I don't even... Oh, God. I want to know what the kill total was at the end of that fight. That was just constant action. Looks like we have buybacks from Darkseer, Shadow Shaman, and Tinker. Tinker did not buy back. Shadow Shaman... Sorry. Tinker did not die back. Shadow Shaman did, but... Oh, my God. That was
really intense. I mean, both teams, they were just like hanging on like it was the last fight that they will ever have. And I guess it justifies itself as well. I mean, it's really hard for either team. If they would actually have lost the fight without the buybacks to help out in the fight, I mean, if they had just let the heroes die and buy back only when the enemy team pushes in, it might have been too late already.
Yeah, I mean, they had to. I mean, that fight felt like... It did feel like it might have been a deciding fight if it went one way or the other, but as it goes out, I mean, I think there were 3 heroes down on one side, one on the other, but Aegis was burned on the Gyrocopter, so Oh my goodness. Well, he's dead. He needs to find his way out of here before he gets caught up by these heroes, but he should be fine. Living armor as well, just to make sure he's double safe. So that's a nice find.
Oh,
but,
they get the burst strike on Prince Uganda.
4 staffs out of that call down. Rocket on the way, but he doesn't really care that much about that. So he'll probably just eat it. I'm trying to blink dodge it. Oh my god, the plays, but oh, they did it. And, man, what else about that fight? So that gyro went down pretty quick at the start. He was I think he was the second hero to go down on the side of Aware, excluding buybacks. So if he's not able to respawn and do the damage again with call down, I don't actually know what he spent after the Aegis, but he probably got another flak cannon in there. That fight was long enough that he probably had a second flak. So if they don't have that damage, that fight probably goes a lot differently. So, but also it might start differently because he wouldn't have an Aegis, so he would be sitting farther back or something like that. So this game's still undecided. It's up in the air. 37 to 31 kill score. Looking at gold. A little bit of an edge for Gabe, please, because all the gold's in the Tinker and the Morphling pretty much. And, well, right now it's just a Super Farm Gyro versus the World. And the other, I mean, the items are there for the other heroes in his team. Like, they don't need that much more to be useful. So they're pretty content with what they have.
Come on, Seema. Go, Sacred Relic. Go.
Oh, my
Go.
God. I mean, it would certainly help, but, I mean, they've been fighting these fights so close. I mean, I think you can definitely go Demon Edge, and then from there, decide what you want to do, because then you can get a Monk and King Bar, or you can get Divine Rapier, depending
Actually,
on...
an Abyssal Blade wouldn't be that horrible.
That's true as well. More stun through the BKB and Morphling. I think you're right about the Tinker eating a BKB this game. He still has his bottle. Let us see him sell that and go for that BKB, because, I mean, you can't keep rearm scything people without being in the middle of the fight, you know? So if you're in the middle of the fight, you're in the middle of all the AoE spam of Aware, you get blown up real fast. I mean, he's decently tanky with 2k health, but I guess the damage coming out from these heroes now, it's just not enough. And they're trying to find the Gyrocopter. They do find it with the Impale and a Dagon from the Nyx, but that's about it. Ice Blast going to come through. Going to hit on actually 2 of those heroes. And, well, Morphle needs to be a bit careful. Doesn't want to get caught out here with the Ice Blast on him, but he'll just try to peace out. But does first the BKB, and Roger, man, all these shotguns not quite able to do it. Oh my god, what's it? Oh, just like...
Oh, this is so hilarious, really.
What a hero. Well,
Somebody should make a compilation of every time the Rubik just comes in, people.
Sand King's down. He does have buyback and level 3 epicenter if he wants to come back, so... And he will. He's forced to, and, well, March of the Machine's continuing to fly through. They really can't push in this high ground. I think they need an Aegis too at this point, to be honest. But, they certainly want it. And... Oh, God. What a game.
This is indeed what a game. 54 minutes in, I mean, it's still anybody's game. I would still have to give a small advantage to Gabe. Just because they're just getting the cheap sticks now. I mean, Prince Uganda himself for the Nyx is getting really close. Then again, I mean, Gyrocopter, I guess he actually might need a new BKB at some point.
Yeah, he certainly will go back for that eventually. Right now, probably more damage is the goal here. But looking at them here, I mean, Morphling can still get Boots of Travel and one more item as well on top of that, so we'll have to see what he decides to opt for. He might go for a Butterfly of his own if the Gyro doesn't go MKB, but it's hard to say because Gyro easily could. Until you see the item purchased, you don't know what he's going to go for, so you need to be a bit careful. But Balsam, sorry for here's bottom. They're going to go for this. Lincoln's broke. The rush strike to follow with the immediate sheep, and they're selling out this guy, and they're going to pick him off, and he does get the tower, but that is not even close to worth it. He's down for 95 seconds. He should have buyback at this point. Yes, he does, so... They're trying to get top racks as well. The tower is down, but we'll have to see. There's a scythe up on Gyrocopter. He's forced away before they can actually finish him off. He gets the BKB. Oh my god, nice vacuum into the call down. It's going to do a ton of damage. Oh my god, that damage flying out from this team is ridiculous. 4 heroes down all of a sudden for Gabe, please. And looking at buybacks, can Tinker buy back? No, he cannot, but that's only because of the timers. So in 15 seconds, he has the goal to come back if he needs to, and, well, he probably doesn't. They were trying to split push and find some... Well, he's done it. He has gone Divine, so... Well, next fight could very well decide this, and this damage potential, this Tinker is going to melt to this damage. I mean, how does he live through this and stay in the middle of the fight? They have to find a pick on this Gyrocopter or something beforehand, or else they're going to be in a world of hurt.
This fight, they actually almost found it as well, but I think it was Sand King who actually forced the Gyrocopter away from harm. And then just BKB, even if it's 4 seconds, it combos nicely with the duration of the Satanic, so... As far as you can use it for that, you just be back to full HP, as we saw in the top lane. They might get 2 room.
Yeah, it's not the most important here in this situation, but certainly a kill's a kill if they can find it. But Well, they're chasing a lot of these. They're chasing this hero down and trying to find him, but they're. Well, I don't know if they're going to find him at this point, and they're spending a lot of time up here instead of maybe pushing towers. And AA does actually find the kill on him eventually.
Radiant's
So.
middle barracks are under attack.
Looks like the Shatter got him that 17-second. It's a long time to have that debuff on you, so he'll go down. Tree, like I said, I mean, Overgrowth's good and all, but not the biggest deal in the world if he's on the sidelines for a fight. But, well, Gyro did pull back, and, well, he's farming. I don't really know what for, other than maybe buyback, because he's looking pretty jacked. Maybe get like a Boots of Travel in here, but that's about it, and he's done. And then new BKB after that. But, like I said, Morphling just still needs one more item. Has the Scotty done, which will help him, but, I mean, if they just find him alone like he has been, they haven't let him split push at all. They've been all over that.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. I mean, they don't need all of their ultimates anyway in a team fight after the Morphling is dead, because the other heroes just melt down to the magic damage from just the pure spells anyway.
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, Morphling, he's really been playing a little bit too selfishly, maybe.
Yeah, potentially. And, like, the thing is, Tinker can do an insane amount of damage and control in these fights, but if he doesn't have that big threat in there doing a lot of damage, right-clicking, and making heroes focus on him, the Tinker immediately becomes priority number 1 to kill, because he's just like, well, what's gonna stop us from killing this guy? He has no BKB. He's gone for a Ghost Scepter, so probably an Ethereal Blade on him as well, which is one way to deal with the right-clicks, I guess, but the AoE spam will still continue to destroy him in these fights if he actually does go for a Deathblade. And I don't know, we'll have to see how that pans out. Gyrocopter's not the only damage on this team, man. This AoE is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's getting really strong for them. I mean, all their ultimates are as strong as they'll ever be, almost. Well, Aghanim Scepter maybe on both the Shadow Shaman and Sand King, but still, all of them have level 3 ultimates. Everybody's pretty high level. Actually, the lowest level is 17, so doesn't happen often. Then again, you don't see a 58-minute plus game often either. So
yeah, certainly not. Yeah, we're definitely verging on an hour here, and with how even this could be, I mean, if they don't find decisive fights, there's another good round of buybacks here soon. Tinker did buy back, but he'll be back in 3.5 minutes, so unless there's a fight before then, he'll have it back. So
oh, they might find Prince Uganda. They forced Roger down, but actually forced a little bit to the wrong way.
yeah,
It would have been an easy pickoff because Treant as well as the Rubik, they were just so far out of position. And coming back to the Rubik, do you actually think the Aghanim Scepter was well worth it? I understand that he has multiple ultimates to steal that actually can, or actually all the ultimates that he can steal would benefit from the Aghanim Scepter. But maybe a Sheep Stick of his own or something along those lines would have been better.
I think a Force Staff or a Blink would have helped him out quite a bit. Oh, he has a Blink, never mind. But a Force Staff on top of that would potentially help out quite a bit as well. Maybe try and save one of his teammates, get Tinker out of dodge if he gets gone on, or if the Morphling gets hexed up like we've seen and gets blown up. You gotta get that guy out of dodge, man. Oh, they're gonna try and go on you. They find an Overgrowth. If they can find this kill, that's a nice one. It's gonna be no Darkseer in the fight, but Ward's actually gonna trap up Korean Zombie, and oh my god, Epicenter flying through, not doing too much. Actually, does kill Balsam. Who am I kidding? Finds the kill on the Morphling yet again. Tinker's gonna go down. He doesn't have buyback for 2.5 minutes.
I think this actually might be GG. The flat cannon damage is just absolutely sick. It's wrecking them.
I think that's got to be it. I mean, there's a glyph, but without the Tinker, Morphling does have buyback, but they have to find a kill on this Gyro somehow, but he's ridiculously tanky. He's a tanky son of a gun. I don't know how they kill this guy for Satanic and just the damage potential. They can't fight this guy right now. I think they've done it.
This, I mean, they just hung on, and I guess Gabe, they thought they have the better late game. Were a little bit too safe in their just farming, thought, okay, easy, we have this late game anyway, we can just continue farming up, and I think they were right in the point. I just think maybe some few item decisions as well as them going, oh god. Now Prince Uganda will be fine for the time being. Yeah, them just...
Go for pop, there's no rush, they can just go throne if they want, and well, looks like that's exactly what they want to do here, and I mean, Dire Side certainly helped them out as well. I mean, was there an Aegis, a Roche that, I don't think Please Gabe ever grabbed a Roche this game.
Yeah, they didn't.
And that's certainly made a huge difference, because a lot of these fights they were able to keep in, I mean, for the side of Aware Gaming, I mean, it was the power of Roshan, the Aegis and the Showercopter keeping him alive, and, well, what's Balsam going to do here? He buys back and kills a guy immediately. Kills the hero immediately, but, I mean, there's a BKB in the Showercopter. He might just keep right-clicking this fountain. He's trying to, but the Scotty going to work a little bit. Burrow's going to fly through from Rubik. And they actually finish the hero off. The damage is continuing to fly through. The Satanic, he's not going to be able to get it off. Divine Rapier's to the ground.
God.
Oh my god,
did
are you
you
kidding
see
me? Balsam picks it up. Oh my god.
Oh, this is so GG. You can't do anything against the Morphling with a Rapier.
Yep, oh, the Berserk gonna fly through. He needs to try and finish off Balsam and get this rapier back. It's not quite gonna happen, but the Morphling Illusion doing tons of work on the back line. But he's got the run from that. Oh my god, Roger,
God.
make the play. Roger, make the play.
Berserk.
Oh my god, he just...
Oh, they get the boost of traveling as well. There's the Lincolns.
Oh my god, Roger, you poor son of a gun. Oh, Gyro just comes back. He's gonna right-click the fountain again. He has a
They're
BKB
using
up in
the
5
Morphling
seconds.
Illusion
Once he
as
pops
well.
that... Oh no, the
Oh,
take on
this
the
game.
Scythe. Oh my goodness. Do they have the damage? They need Morphling back. Morphling, come back and help kill this Gyrocopter. Oh my god, they find it. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh no, the Morphling Illusion's back. Oh god, it's gone again. Okay, well, Gyro bought back. He bought back for that. They just need to push
He
down mid.
actually would have had enough gold to sell his BKB and buy a new one, I think. It would have been really close. But if he had done that with a 10-second BKB, maybe he could have destroyed the throne. But now, I mean, not maybe, he for sure would have killed it with 6 more seconds on the BKB.
Why, I guess they have 90 seconds, but why aren't they just... Okay, oh yeah, Boots of Travel. They're just going to finish this nice and quick. Top laner Rax actually died in the meantime as well. So, oh my god.
Oh god.
That was a ridiculously close game. What a base race. How low is that Ancient at its peak? So it's regen a couple of points. It was down below 700 HP at some point. That...
Dire's middle tower is under
Wow,
attack.
what a game. I mean...
Radiant's
Oh.
ancient.
I mean, my heart can't take two such games in one day.
I know, I was going to say, that's a Skeleton King, or Wraith King game you cast earlier was very similar to
Middle
this,
tower
but...
is under attack.
Just finish
Oh,
this game,
it's awesome, man. Good day of Dota.
GG.
Victory.
Wait, what? Oh, the words!
Whoa, are you kidding me?
Oh my god. Oh my god. We had no idea. We weren't even thinking about that. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I totally wrote this game off as a victory for Gabe. I was like, yeah, talking about the end of the game and whatnot. Oh my freaking
Oh my
god.
god. I mean, gameplay's just completely... that was an oversight, and I mean, we didn't think about it either. We definitely can't blame them for that, but oh my god, are you kidding me? What a game. What a game, and well, I mean, I don't know any better way to wrap up a stream than that.
Well,
It's been a fun
mid lane
game,
Shadow Shaman, it sucked throughout the entire game, but
but
in the
it won
end...
the game at the end. Dude, that wasn't even, that wasn't even like Ags. He had a point booster at some point. I don't even know, man.
he didn't even have axe, just...
I don't even know. Well, that's it for us. I mean, there's no words. There's no words past what we've said. Well, even those weren't enough, but that's it. Oh, what a game. But anyway, if you want to see more games like this, you should definitely follow more joinDOTA League here at Heflatv on Heflatv 1 and 2. We cover both of them on Twitch, so be sure to check us out there. And also Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all Heflatv, I think, except for the YouTube, which is Heflamoke, or it might be Heflatv. Definitely follow both. Why not follow Hefla? He's a good guy. Go for it. And, well, I'm at Don Horatio. You can follow my wonderful co-caster at Couture. And, well, do you have any last words before we close this thing down?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think there are words, man. That game was
I'm completely
absolutely
speechless, man.
ridiculous. Oh my goodness gracious. But, well, thank you guys once again for watching. We'll see you next time. And yeah, that's about it. See you guys later.